Welcome back, everyone. Well, I finished this stairway down to level 12. My plan for today's episode is to do some branch mining, gather some resources, maybe go into some caves that I encounter, and just basically mining. That's about it. So I think we should get started. Let's go. So as you can see, I've dug out a little area here for storage and a branch mine off of. So we're going to start with this block right here and just dig a tunnel and see where we go. So I've dug a little in this tunnel and oh, looky there, we've got gold ore. Sweet. I'll just take that. Thank you very much. It's a nice little vein of it. And we'll just block this off, push it all forward into my inventory. Woohoo! There we go. And we'll just kind of keep mining and see what we get. It is getting a little dark here. Let me see. I'll put a torch right there. Ooh, nice. I didn't even see that coal until I lit it up. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. I love getting coal, as you all know. Well, not from Santa, but, you know, in this game. Oops. broke a pickaxe. Time to make another. And we'll make several so I don't have to keep making them every time one breaks. Makes it a little bit easier. I can switch one out for another without having to stop and make another one. And I'll make some out of stone because I'll need the iron pickaxe only because if I encounter some ore that I can only use an iron pickaxe on, I need it. But the stone for like coal, iron, and I think like lapis lazuli, I can use the stone pickaxe for. I don't need to have a iron. So, saving my iron this way as well. Okay, I'm going to keep digging and see. So I've been hearing water and lava. I have a feeling there may be some sort of lava pool or waterfall nearby. And so I'm going to keep digging here and we'll see what transpires. It's about all I can do. Oh, and there we go. So we have a nice lava pool. And what looks like to be, a cave area. Nice. Okay. Well, let's see if I can, there we go. Make a little area here for me. Perfect. Oh, look at that cave back there. And I think I need some sort of, there we go. Torch in here. So, yeah, wow. I like finding caves. They're so fun to find. So let's turn this into obsidian, shall we? There we go. And I need to light this place up. There we go. Torch there. Torch there. We'll get this nice iron. There's a water source there. And I see a cave there. Sweet. Oh, hello, Mr. Zombie. Thought I saw you out of the corner of my eye. All right. Well, he dead. Okay. Well, I should say he's dead again. Okay. Grab this redstone. And we'll get some cobblestone here. Kind of clean this up a little bit. Make it look a little bit nicer, you know. I would say more homey, but more cavey. There you go, more cavey. And we'll just grab this redstone right here. There we go. More up there. None up there. So I'm recording this over several days, and today, as of the 11th of November, a new snapshot has been released. It is latest snapshot 20W46A. And I thought I would show you what this snapshot and the one before it gave to the game. It is basically previews of 1.17 update. Mojang will introduce things little by little so people can play. If there's any bugs, they can notify Mojang and they can fix it. So they put in a few things because the next update will be a Caves and Cliffs update, which I've seen some of the previews for it and it looks really awesome. So I'm going to show you a few things here that I, as I read the snapshot, what we have and what happens and what they do to the best of my ability. I do have a couple of videos in the description from Azuma. He goes step by step and shows you just what each snapshot has. So if you want to watch those for more detail, the links are in the description below. So one thing Mojang has added is tinted glass, and it looks like black glass, but it has a different sheen to it. And when you are enclosed in it, or you enclose something in it, it will literally have a shadow. It gets dark on the inside. So I'm betting people are going to use this for certain mob farms where you can still see through to see the mob farm to a point, but some mobs need darkness to spawn. And I'm sure there's other areas that people will find to use this. Bundles have also been added. Apparently I guess are extra storage. And from what I understand on those is you can't use them like, if some of you know shulker boxes, you can't put like stackable items into a bundle like you can a shulker box and put that in your inventory. Bundles hold only like things that don't stack. Well, so they're good for like if you have junk in your inventory that you don't want to get rid of yet, but you don't want to hold on to. You could throw them into these bundles and then put them into your inventory. And I believe it's made out of rabbit skin and something else, I think. And so rabbit skin is very rare to come by, so I'm hoping maybe Mojang will change it to maybe making it out of leather instead. But we'll see. But it is just another storage item, I guess it just serves a purpose, so that's why they put it in. And they've introduced spy glasses, so you can zoom in on things. I believe they've changed it. In one of the previous updates, it was you would look through and it's round, but in this one, it's showing up square. So that's why I say these latest snapshots, they'll tweak things and put them in, and it's a way to kind of fix it before you actually put the update out. And they've also brought in candles, which, like sea pickles, you could have 1 on a block, 2, 3, or 4 on a block. These candles you can light, you can dye them the different colors. All the different dyes that are in the game, you can dye them those colors. They can float. And as you can see, they float either in 1, 2, 3, or 4, or by themselves. And I think it's a nice introduction to the game, because if you're making a build that is like a castle or has a medieval feel, you can throw them in there and it gives that little bit of ambiance. So I think this is the best thing that they've introduced so far. Copper. You can mine copper ore, turn it into copper ingots, and make copper out of it. You can turn it into cut copper, do stairs and slabs. And just like copper in the real world, this copper will get weathered over time and go green, start going green, and then get totally green and get patinaed. You can also use beeswax on it, or honeycomb, I believe, and you can turn it waxes it, and you will keep that block, that particular we call it like this color, there's some waxed, you can keep it like that forever. It will not change. So I mean, just the look of this is just so nice. I love it. It is amazing. The pictures you see here are a world I'm working on, that I've created a house. I've created pathways with it. I'm going to have fun with this. And so, yeah, it is really, really neat. And here's the patinaed. It is a very sweet looking material. I absolutely love it. And there's the ability to put lava into cauldrons now. So not only does it give off light, you can use it for a trash can, for ambiance, for whatever you think you can use it for. To me, it looks really nice, and you can have lava around and not be afraid of getting burned. So yeah, lava does hurt. And the last thing in the previous snapshot that was out is this will be part of the Caves and Cliffs update 1.17, is they have Amethyst Geodes. You have to find them. Sometimes you break through caves. They have these materials around them. One is called calcite, which is the white marbly looking one. The one next to it is called tuff. And those will always only be around the geode. So on this particular world I'm on for these snapshots, I was wandering around and I found tuff under some water, right underneath the water. So they can't even go up towards the surface. But you can mine these, you can mine the crystals in them, but you can't, like you do a crystal farm. I mean, I'm getting way ahead on that one, but you can mine the crystals, you can mine the amethyst blocks. It just gives a real nice touch because there's geodes on the earth in real life, so why not in Minecraft? The latest snapshot that came out today, snow or powdered snow was introduced. Right now it's only in bucket form. You can't like look in an inventory and look for powdered snow blocks. They don't exist. But you can use the powdered snow in a bucket on a cauldron and fill it up. The only thing I can see for this right now, I'm sure there's a lot of applications, but those remain to be seen, is if you want to have the ability to make snowballs to, say, throw at entities or for whatever other reason you need them for. You could probably fill them up into cauldrons and then, get snow out that way. But I haven't tested that. But like, as I say, there's probably other applications that people are working on right now on videos. So that remains to be seen. And I put together this video to show you what snow does to someone in survival with no armor. And it was just a test. And you can see on the edges and the corners, there's the frost coming in. This is me getting freezing, basically. And in a second here, I'll start taking damage. There I go. I'm taking damage right now. And I've got nothing on me. So like I say, I'm taking damage. Now, if I go and get the leather armor here, and I'm just carrying it. I don't have it on me. It's not on my body. I'm just carrying it in my inventory. Let's see what happens. See if I take... You're supposed to take damage more slowly. And it is kind of a little bit slower, the freezing process. It's a tad bit slower. You can see it slower with the frost is not coming up as fast on the edges or on the corners. But I still take damage even when I'm holding the leather armor. And after a few seconds, the freezing damage, when you're out of it, freezing damage goes away. So I did try this with my netherite armor on to see if that had an effect. And hang on, I'll put that on. And I still have the leather armor carried on me. But I thought maybe with the netherite armor, do I not freeze? But as you can see, I'm still taking freezing damage. And it's slower. It's like the leather, it's slow. But I'm still taking freezing damage, and I will start taking, here I go, taking more. So what armor you're wearing doesn't really matter at this point. You still take freezing damage. If you're wearing leather boots, you won't sink into the snow. One of the things I was curious about is, do hostile mobs take damage in the snow? So I put a couple of skeletons and a couple of zombies into snow to see what happens. And as you can see, one has armor on. So the skeletons are taking damage. And the zombies are taking damage. Even though that one is wearing the gold armor. So I could see snow blocks maybe being used as a defense, potentially, for a base. Could be used for, I'm thinking it's like sand, maybe it drops as well. So maybe you can use it like sand and have it drop down and trap them. The applications are actually, I would love to see the applications people come up with for it. But it's nice to know if you're in a snowy biome and there's skeletons coming after you or zombies, they're just as vulnerable as you are. So that actually makes it a nice aspect. And if you see, they died. And the last one to die, it looks like, is the armored one. So he does take slower damage. And it's interesting to note that when I was breaking down this container with the zombies in them, all their stuff that they had on them when they died was in the snow blocks. So when I broke the snow blocks, their stuff was still on the ground. So I could honestly see it as being a defense mechanism for a base, for mobs. I really do. That's awesome. I am really looking forward to seeing what other updates or snapshots that Mojang puts out to see what they add. Because it's only going to get better, in my opinion. So I think what we'll do here for right now is we'll gather some more resources for a minute or two, and then we'll call this episode. And then I do want to start looking for an area for a permanent, semi-permanent, permanent base. So I can start building, but I think I still need to gather some more resources beforehand. So yeah, that should be fun. But yeah, we'll get this coal here. Block this lava off, because lava hurts. It kills. There we go. We're going to block it off. Right there. And it slowly goes down. And I think I'll fill in some holes. Don't need to accidentally fall in. So I'm going to finish getting this coal vein here, and then I think we'll call this episode. Wow, there's a lot of coal in this vein. I like that. And we'll get the last of this. My goodness, it just seems to go on forever. Wow. That's okay. The more they put in there, the more I can mine. Not a problem. And that looks like it's it. All right. Let me see if there's any up here. Oh, there's some iron. Sweet. And I think we're done with the iron. All right, not a problem. Thank you to all my amazing patrons. Fantarang, Darth Wedgius, Roy Fraser, AJ Ravenwolf, Jason Downing, and L. Batin. Oh, so thank you for coming again. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so next week, probably more of the same. Maybe there'll be a few more snapshots coming out and I could show you some more stuff. But I think for now, we'll just say goodbye and do the usual formalities. Thank you for watching. Hit like, subscribe, share, all that formality that we do at the end. And I put the Snarks premiere in the channel, so time to head over there.